this lesson, you will do automatic and manual refueling of the 737 airplane. You will also defuel the center wing tank and transfer fuel. You will use standard procedures. The 737 airplane holds fuel in two main tanks and a center tank. Each main tank has a capacity of 8,630 pounds, or 3,915 kilograms. The center tank capacity is 28,830 pounds, or 13,066 kilograms. There is one refueling receptacle on the leading edge of the right wing. There is a refueling panel adjacent to the refueling receptacle. The refueling panel has all of the controls and indications necessary to refuel and defuel the airplane. Touch each refueling panel component to learn about its function. The valve switches let you control and monitor the refuel valve operation. The valve switches let you control and monitor the refuel valve operation. You monitor tank levels and pre-select quantities from the fueling indicators. The pre-select control lets you set a pre-select quantity for each tank. You use this spring-loaded switch to do a test of the gauges or to supply power to the refueling panel if power does not come on when you open the refueling door. When you refuel the airplane, obey all safety precautions. During refueling and defueling operations, make sure you follow this warning related to leading edge flaps. Make sure that there are locks on related leading edge flaps as necessary. Make sure that the fuel levers are in the cutoff position. During defueling, make sure you follow this warning related to HF communications and weather radar. During refueling and defueling operations, keep the necessary fire extinguishing equipment nearby. You are now ready to refuel the airplane. Make sure you correctly bond the fueling truck to the airplane. Open the door for the refueling receptacle and refueling panel. The refueling nozzle does not have electrical continuity with the refueling receptacle. Before you connect the refueling nozzle, you must connect the ground cable from the refueling nozzle to the ground jack on the wing.
Now we are going to connect the ground cable.
Next, touch the refueling receptacle to connect the refueling nozzle.
After connecting the ground cable, let's connect the refueling receptacle with the nozzle.
Continue the refueling procedure.
Now let's test the switches.
Test the fuel quantity indicators. You use this switch to do the test. You use this switch to do the test. The gauges test is good. Continue the refueling procedure. Test the valve position lights. Continue. Continue. Use the pre-select controls to set the pre-select quantities. Set the fuel load. This is a pre-select control. Continue. truck pressure on. The refuel valves now open and fuel goes into the tanks. The fuel tanks now contain the quantities you pre-selected and fueling has stopped.
Now let's close the control switches.
Continue. Continue. The pressure is off at the refuel truck. Remove the refuel nozzle.
Let's remove the fuel nozzle from the receptacle.
Remove the ground connection. Close the door for the refueling receptacle and refueling panel.
Now we are done with refueling. Let's close the door.
This completes the automatic refueling procedure for this airplane.
Thank you for being with us. We'll continue with manual refueling next.